You forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
It's over, Anakin! Very well. The Green Arrow. Devil!
You don't want to do this.
Yeah, we do. The Bad Batch.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Dual Planet and welcome to the extension of our YouTube channel, podcast, Dual Planet Podcast. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. We need a better intro for that. But yeah, hope everybody is doing well. I think we're doing well. How are you today, Azteral, as you are joining me?
I am very well. I was up very late last night playing some First Descendant, so I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah, we both played a bit of the new game, First Descendant, yesterday, and it's fun.
Enjoying it. It's pretty good.
It's fun. It is pretty good.
I don't know how much staying power it'll have. I don't know if it'll be like Helldivers where it falls off very quickly. Well, not very quickly. It took a few months for Helldivers to fall off, but as it stands right now, I am enjoying it. It's very much like Destiny crossed with Warframe, crossed with The Division.
Yeah.
And that combo is working quite well for it. The big boss battles, what people are like, I think people are calling them Monster Hunter fights, because they are like the fights from Monster Hunter where you're like attacking weak points and then you get the cool like grapple onto the enemy to like punch the part to blow it up. Very fun. Very interesting. A lot of interesting physics options in that game as well. It's very much a Chinese MMO. You can tell with the focus on certain physics.
One thing I want to mention is one of my all-time favorite Star Wars games is getting a it's getting a, I think it's a remaster. If you've ever played it, it's called Bounty Hunter. You know, the Jango Fett game.
Oh yes, yes.
That is getting a remaster. I think it is. It comes out August 1st for PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC.
I think you remember of another game getting a remaster as well, but this one's more of a port. I think
this one's more of a port, yeah, because it looks the same. There's no like visual change.
Yeah, because Rockstar did an updated version of Red Dead Redemption 1 to the PS5, and I'm hearing rumors that they might be porting that same version to the PC sometime soon. And if they do that, I'm gonna buy that up because then I've got both games on PC. And I do think they'd get a lot of money for doing that, because then you've got to think people mod Red Dead Redemption 2.
And I can't wait to see what mods come with the fucking Bounty Hunter game.
I can already see Mandalorian.
True.
I can already see
like that game was like my the Bounty Hunter game was my Star Wars game. Like I loved it.
Mine was more the Force Unleashed. Was more my time.
Well, Force Unleashed and Bounty Hunter were my Star Wars games. Force Unleashed, was amazing, to say the least. But yeah. Right, let's get into the games. So, first game we have is we decided to do for our first mini games. First off, main topic, we are going to talk about some nerdy news, really. We're just going to talk nerdy news, stuff like that, like different things coming out and whatnot. So, yeah. We have first game, mini game at the beginning. We are going to do this or that, and a ranking. So let's start with this or that. And Astro, do you want to Start off first.
Okay, I will start off. Okay, you've played both the Red Dead Redemption games, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay,
Are
John
we?
Marston
Oh God.
or Arthur Morgan,
So.
as in protagonists.
Oh. Oh.
And this one's not an easy one.
It's not an easy one because I like both characters. Really like both characters. I'm gonna go Arthur.
I would tend to agree. I think Arthur's story, it's more modern.
Yeah.
Nothing on John's story, obviously, because that still brings a tear to my eye this day. But Arthur's broke my soul for a solid week. And I couldn't trust any games after that.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with yeah,
Mr. Morgan.
Mr. Morgan. Right, give me your next one.
My next one is going to be. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Black Panther Wakanda Forever or the original.
The original.
Yeah.
I like Wakanda Forever because of its like story and it's like got its emotional aspects. But the first one was so fucking great. It was, and it's the film that just showed me that fucking just showed me that the character is still one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, mine. I'm gonna go with. Let's start off with an easy one, maybe. Deadpool 1 or Deadpool 2?
I'm gonna go Deadpool 1.
Okay.
I like Deadpool 1.
Same. I love Deadpool 1. Right, next one. Let's go with. I'm trying to think. Revenge of the Sith or A New Hope?
Revenge of the Sith.
That was I thought that would have been a harder one.
Revenge of the Sith. I'm mainly saying Revenge of the Sith because of Battle of Heroes. Obi versus Annie is pretty epic. It's probably my favorite.
Have you heard that people have been saying that the fight in the last week's episode of Acolyte is better than the fight between Obi and Annie?
Yeah, that's just not true.
That it tops it.
It was a cool fight, don't get me wrong. It almost saved the Acolyte. However, I've just watched this week's episode, and again, I was bored out of my mind.
I need to watch
it. Apart from the scenes with the Sith, the actor playing the Sith is slowly becoming one of my favorite actors because he's playing that role perfectly.
I need to watch it. I haven't watched today's. I've seen clips from it. I'm like, I don't care about being spoiled. To be fair, at this point. Right, ranking. Am I doing it or are you doing it?
I'll do it.
Alright.
I've got one set up already.
Alright, go.
This one's going to be a House of the Dragon / Game of Thrones ranking.
How many?
There are 9.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And these characters will be ranked based off of their acting and writing.
Okay, so give me the characters.
Tyrion Lannister. Start off strong.
How do you spell his name?
Tyrion.
Tyrion. Yeah.
Jaime Lannister.
Jaime Lannister. Yep.
Ned Stark.
Ned Stark. Yep.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. Yep.
Daemon Targaryen.
Daemon Targaryen. Yep.
Rhaenys Targaryen, who is the wife of the sea snake, if you can't recall.
Well, the old woman.
The old woman. The one who is now Hand of Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Viserys Targaryen, good old Paddy.
I don't even know how to spell these, so I'm just spelling them how I think they're spelled.
Stretch names.
Probably wrong, but whatever. Yep.
Cersei Lannister.
Why do you go from fucking naming your kid Jamie to Cersei?
I'm all fucking Tyrion. I'm actually going to change the last one on this list. Because
Cersei Lannister.
Yeah, Cersei Lannister, and then the last one is Tywin.
Tywin Lannister.
It was Daenerys, but I've just thought Tywin is it makes the list so much more difficult.
Okay. Let me put these in my list.
Honestly, I don't even know where you'd start with this list.
I already know my number one. Cause I think
I know my number one. And I think I know my number 2 and 3.
Going off acting and what?
Writing.
Writing. Okay.
That takes into account season fucking 8.
I'm putting Jamie there for a reason.
I'm gonna say, right, before people come at us in the comments, these are 9 characters out of a show that has probably about 1,000.
I was about to say, yeah, they have a lot of characters. So
this is effectively saying what's the top 10 characters in Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon.
And also it's our.
And you've got to think we've not got people like Aegon on there, who in the recent episodes has skyrocketed to one of the best.
I was about to say that guy.
There's no
actor.
Otto.
Jesus.
There's no Alicent.
I'm done.
Right. Who do you have at number 9?
Cersei.
I have Jamie.
Oh.
Who you got at number 8?
Tywin.
I have Cersei.
Okay.
Number 7?
Rhaenys.
I have Jon.
Okay.
Number 6?
Daemon.
I have Ned.
Okay.
Number 5?
Ned.
I have Tyrion. Number 4?
Jamie.
I have
because
Daemon.
I like Jamie's not change of heart, but his whole story of going from this
I liked his character arc right up until season 8.
Is being a douchebag. To be fair, I wish he didn't fucking die. I wish he told his sister to fuck off.
Where were we? Number 3.
Jon.
I have Rhaenys.
Okay.
Number 2.
Viserys.
I have Tywin.
Okay.
Number 1.
Tyrion.
I have Viserys. Gotta give Paddy Constantine some goddamn
I just love Tyrion.
some goddamn respect on his name because
Right, what's
he did some
how
absolute
many is on the next one?
beasts. The next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the next one, and this is an acolyte tier list
Oh, why?
because
I haven't watched it enough.
I am curious on a first watch what your opinion is on some of these characters.
I haven't watched the recent episode.
I don't think the recent episode had changed your opinions too much.
Right, who we got?
We have Osha, obviously main
Usher.
character.
Yeah.
Kimir, aka the revealed Sith Lord. We don't know his Sith name yet.
Cool.
QI, then apostrophe MIR. I'm pretty sure is how they're spelling it.
Have you seen the fact that people think, like, because in the recent episode, last episode, they played Kylo's theme in the episode, and apparently they does have a reason to be there. So what if he's not a Sith? What if he's a Knight of Ren?
The Knights of Ren wouldn't exist back here.
But what if he's the start of the Knights of Ren?
I mean,
he's what the Knights of Ren based themselves off.
But I'm pretty sure he is a Sith. Like an actual Sith. Because remember, the Knights of Ren don't have lightsabers. And I'm pretty sure they don't have the Force.
Kylo?
Kylo's an exception. They're literally called the Knights of Ren, and he is called Kylo Ren.
Go on. What's the next one?
Where did I get Kamir? So Yord.
Yord is... Oh yeah, I remember Yord, yeah.
Yeah. And then Jeki, who is the one that got the 3 puncture holes in the last week's episode.
I like her character.
Master Soul, and then May.
Master Soul. May. Okay, I am gonna go with... So we're saying that Osha and May are completely separate.
2 separate, because they're 2 different characters that have got different, like, styles to them. And while the acting for both are pretty flat and condensed, and you can't really distinguish which is which.
I
think
agree. I agree when Jackie says Yord is Yord.
Yeah.
I fucking knew that they were all gonna fucking die in the end anyway.
Not all of them have died yet. Master Soul is still out there.
They're all gonna die.
They all have to die.
They have to die.
Is the issue.
It's just the question is what's gonna happen with the Sith and everything. Alright, I'm done.
Right. Who do you have at your number 6?
Yord.
I have Osha.
Alright.
Really don't vibe with the acting for Osha.
Okay.
Number 5.
Osha.
I've got May. Again, same reason. It's just sort of flat. Number 4.
May.
I have Yord. He is effectively eye candy, but at least his character is somewhat interesting with his dogmatic view.
Go on.
3.
Jackie.
I have Jeki there as well.
Okay.
That's the first one we've got at the same spot. Number 2.
Master Soul.
I have Soul there as well.
Yeah, so that means we both got the Sith as
Give
number
me-
1.
Honestly, the
Yes.
best character in the show, and he's been in 2 episodes at this point. Well,
As soon
3
as you said his
episodes
name,
if you count
I knew he was going to 1 because I feel like he's the only reason I'm going to stick with the show.
Yeah, I'm genuinely interested about.
So I'm interested in who he is, and because I know in a clip from this recent episode he does say that he was a Jedi.
Yeah.
Right. So main topic time. Right. What do you want to talk about first? Deadpool or Superman?
Do Superman first. I would say it's the more recent and the more controversial stuff that's come out, because I've seen a lot of people that dislike some of the stuff we've seen.
I feel like leaks like that, they do ruin a lot because people get shown shit and then they just hype it up to the point where they're not. When the film comes out, they've got hype. This is the reason I hate a lot of things, is because people hype up a film or a TV show or whatever to the point where when they get to it, when the thing comes out, when it comes out, it's not what they expected, so they hate it because their expectations were high. And the way I see it is they're looking for perfection, but perfection doesn't exist. Nothing's perfect.
I agree. I think that some people are complaining, saying that the Cavill suits are better. And
No.
the issue with that is the Cavill suits they're not really like practical.
They're
Like
not the best.
those suits are as skin tight as possible.
I was about to say they're supposed to make him look buff and shit, but like, bro doesn't look comfortable at all.
And I think, right, and it's something that Superman and Lois did slightly with the proto suit in like the first episode, where you get to see him like starting out for a little bit. I think that the suit needs to be somewhat tactile. Like, this suit's got padding in places where you would expect padding to be. Like, this is supposed to be, not only is the suit supposed to be like a symbol for people to like see in the sky, but it's also supposed to be, well, it doesn't need to be because obviously he is, but like, we've seen the suit get engulfed in fire and be fine. We've seen the suit get shot and it doesn't tear. Like, the suit has to be bulletproof to a certain extent, it seems, and you don't get that through like cloth.
Yeah.
Also, underwear on the outside.
Yeah, the classic
Finally.
look. Finally,
We're back.
And
at
it
the
looks fucking great. It looks amazing.
It's like a nice contrast between all the blue going on.
Yeah, like, I'd say the thing is, the only thing that annoys me about the whole thing of Zack Snyder's Superman is that for some fucking reason, constantly, people were looking at Superman like he were a god, like he was their god. And he stood there and allowed it to happen. Whenever has Superman ever done that? Outside of, like, timelines where, outside of universes where he actually, you know, is seen as a god and likes it.
Standard Superman is, like, he's supposed to be humble. This is a kid that was raised on a farm.
He's supposed to be a guy who came to Earth, found out he had powers, found out that he got sent to Earth, his people were all dead, and yet, through sheer will, uses his powers for good, but still gets questioned for it. Like, that's the reason I like That's the reason I like My Adventures of Superman, because Superman's doing things. Do you know, if we see a scene of this new Superman save a cat out of a tree, I will be complete. Because Superman is not just a superhero who fights big-ass aliens or monsters or people in suits or a rich billionaire. He also looks after the minor things. He looks after. He saves cats in trees. He cleans up shit and stuff.
Well, that's another scene in My Adventures with Superman that people like, is the scene where after a massive battle with Livewire, I think,
Yeah,
he
he helps
speeds
clean up.
around and he cleans up. So that is
Exactly.
what Superman would do.
He lives that's the contrast between, like, that's why I like him and Batman's dynamic. Because the reason for Batman being the way he is because Gotham is the way it is. Gotham needed a dark protector. Metropolis needs a symbol, a hero, someone to, be hope. That's why the contrast between the two is so well done. That's why I didn't like Zack Snyder's, because why did Metropolis look depressing as fuck?
And then you get James Gunn, who has directed stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy, Peacemaker. You've got like shows and movies that people have sat and gone, this is great. The man is a master of music.
The guy is also amazing at taking characters who we don't know about, or who aren't, like, for people who haven't seen a comic book or haven't read comic books, shall I say, and making them household names, like he did with the Guardians.
I'll be honest,
people like your normal average Joe didn't know who the Guardians were until he made the films.
I couldn't stand John Cena's Peacemaker in Suicide Squad 2. I couldn't stand him. One, I didn't think John Cena was a particularly good actor.
I think
he's obviously he's a wrestler. But then we got we got Peacemaker season 1, and I would watch any project with John Cena in 10 times over before I watched anything with The Rock in.
Same, because The Rock, that's the difference between them. The Rock plays The Rock in everything he does. He plays himself. That's all he does. Every single thing he's in. He tries to take over franchises.
And John Cena,
when he acts, he acts.
He makes himself a fool as well. Like when he went to one of the late night talk shows to talk about Peacemaker, and he went in the full suit.
Yeah,
that he'd stolen from set.
Even what's that film he did now? There's a new film he did called Ricky Stenicki.
Yeah,
and that film was fucking hilarious. Dude's funny. And there's a new film coming out that he's doing with Oshafina, whatever her name is, Aquafina. Yeah. I don't know who a lot of people say that they hate. For some reason, he's in a new film called Jackpot, where a woman wins the jackpot, and apparently, for some reason, people are out to kill her to steal her, jackpot winnings. They've got till like midnight to do it, and John Cena's protecting her. I saw the trailer on TikTok, and it looks fun. Again, John Cena in that film looks fucking hilarious. Dude is an actor. The Rock is The Rock. It doesn't act.
It's not even he's The Rock. He is just Macho Man number 4.
It doesn't.
Whereas you get John Cena and Peacemaker.
Even Dave Bautista's fucking great.
I find myself going back to YouTube every now and then and getting recommended the Peacemaker intro.
Same.
And I will sit and I will watch that intro any day of the week. In fact, I've got a comment on one of the videos pointing out Judo Master back when we realized Judo Master was peeking out.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. And like, it was such a good intro. Like when me and Jordan watch things, obviously you guys don't see us watch things. You hear us react to stuff and like play stuff. You don't really get to see our like reaction in the moment. But like, if an intro to a show is good, we sit and watch it every week.
We don't skip intros
if it's
that we like.
Bad, we skip.
It's like House of the Dragon. We didn't skip season 1.
We don't even skip season 2.
Season 2, we don't skip because they're really good.
One. I miss the old intro for House of the Dragon.
Same. I never skipped the intro. I never skipped the intro for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I don't skip the intro for we didn't skip the intro for Peacemaker because it's that fucking good.
I don't skip the intro for Superman and Lois. I don't skip the. I'd never
No,
skip
no, we
the
don't.
intro for the Flash.
We don't. We never skip the intro for things that we like. But when
But
it
if
comes to other
an
stuff
intro
we
is
do,
shit and boring, we skip it.
it
But
reminds me of. It's like when Last of Us as well. Last of Us, we never skipped the intro for that.
yeah, again,
That
that was
intro was
another one that was really
so
good.
good.
And the point is, with James Gunn, you can trust him to have a good like intro score. You can trust him to bring not just like new music that is like produced and obviously written for the movie and shows, but you can trust him to take music
They've
from the real
James
world.
Gunn's gone as far to do something as well. Do you know Christopher Reeves? Christopher Reeves, who like
Yeah,
played probably the most OG Superman ever.
yeah.
His son is going to appear in Superman in the new Superman. He was seen on set, and he will appear in the film as a cameo or something. So that's going to be really cool. Because he was seen on set. Like all the foot. By the way, I love I love the fact that they've added the S on the back of the suit again. I mean, on the cape.
Yeah,
You can tell James Gunn has taken like you can tell that he's taken inspiration from Christopher Reeve. You can tell that he took inspiration from Christopher Reeve Superman because of how the suit looks. Like it's New 52 but mixed in with Christopher Reeve. And I think this film's gonna be like a great, amazing thing, and I can't wait to see. Because the things with James Gunn, I think that he's gonna make a better Metropolis that we haven't seen in years.
I think we'll see a comic accurate
Because
Metropolis as well.
we haven't seen like what did the DCU do? Oh yeah, everything that they used as a city was already a city. They just made New York into Metropolis or whatever, and they made whatever city into Gotham. I'm sorry, but please do what the Batman did and actually make a city.
Yeah,
People are still asking why can't they just add
I mean, I think the best Metropolis I've seen so far is probably a mix between My Adventures with Superman and Superman and Lois.
yeah, those are really good.
The
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 only thing that we
suit.
haven't seen from behind the scenes of Superman and Lois, I mean not Superman, Superman, uh, from the new one, we've seen Mr. Terrific, we've seen photos of him, and I'm so glad that they casted this actor because this actor in Marvel was done so poorly. What did they do to him? They made him play a character whose entire ability is to adapt to survive.
That was more Fox's problem, though.
Or Fox, yeah. And they killed him. No, Darwin shouldn't die at all.
I will say my only critique for the Superman suit, is I do wish that the blue was a little bit darker.
Yeah, it is
It is a
bright
little
as
bit.
fuck.
It is a little bit of a too
But I
bright
know
blue.
remember the first time we saw it, we know that it's gonna get
Yeah, it'll get
lucky.
post production stuff as well. That's what people don't
Cause like
understand.
the
It
photos
won't
that
just.
it's just cause the photos we're seeing, the suit's bright, but like
Not only
they're
that, but
still
we're getting it from like a camera that is like 14 miles away by the look
yeah,
of it.
exactly.
There's mega zoomed in, so the images are super compressed.
I love how like when photos started coming out, we got the Daily Planet like news things. Superman stopping a train, very Superman, and I've just got to say like I'm excited for what James Gunn's gonna do. Just for the fact that it's James Gunn, and for those who, by the way, we're getting Creature Commandos this year. So like Creature Commandos is coming out this year with Rick Flag Senior.
Yeah.
Then we also get. Then apparently we also get. So we're also gonna get him in. We've already seen behind the scenes photos of him on set of Superman. So we're getting Rick Flag in animation and live action at some point. I'm interested in seeing why Superman's in cuffs.
Yeah. I feel like
Also,
we're gonna
who's
get
that guy with that U on his costume?
yeah.
Plus, there's
A lot of interesting stuff. Really.
Apparently people are saying that he's a character called Ulysses. But I don't know.
Ulysses Claw from Marvel. No.
I've got to say, what we've seen of David Cornsworth as like in his Clark Kent form, I'm loving it because he's got the butchiness, but he's also got like the stumbledness, how Clark should be versus what it's fucking great. Other than that, yeah, I'm excited. Right, Deadpool. So, Deadpool and Wolverine. Are you going to see it?
I most likely will be, yeah.
I am going day one, the day it comes out. On the 26th.
4 days before my birthday.
Yeah, it comes out the 26th of July, which is like 3 week. It'll be 3 week on Friday. About 3 week on Friday, it'll be until that film comes out. And yeah, I'm going to see it with friends. I'm going to see it with Alex and someone else. But yeah, have you heard? Apparently, do you know all the footage we've seen in the trailer?
Yeah.
In all like trailers, that's from the first 40 minutes.
That's good.
Apparently, all of that is first 40 minutes. That's what I've seen. I don't know if it's true, but I have seen it. Also, they brought back OG Sabretooth.
Yeah.
I
did smile when I saw that.
I smiled when I saw that, but it's also funny because that Sabretooth and technically this version of Wolverine haven't met. Because the version of Sabretooth we're getting is obviously from that version. It's kind of funny. We're getting Lady Deadpool. Apparently, there's also going to be different variants of Deadpool we're going to see. Not Deadpool. We're getting different variants of. We are going to get different variants of Deadpool, but we're also going to get different variants of Wolverine, which I think means patches. Which means patch, whatever his name is. You know the Wolverine with an eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that version where he wears a white suit as well. We're going to get that version, which I think we did see in the trailer. Because he was sat down like looking like he was playing poker or something, and it looked like him. Then Lady Deadpool, still don't know who's going to be playing her. Which I can't wait for, because there's 2 castings that people have already said it could be. We're getting Dogpool, we're possibly getting Headpool, and maybe Kidpool, but I'm not sure about that one. And the villain is apparently a very, very nuisance in the comics. In the comics, she's Charles Xavier's sister.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how she's going to be.
So apparently, in the comic, she's. How can I put it? In the comic, she's like extremely evil. Like, very evil. Like, she does shit that's out of the box. Also, have you heard that apparently Hugh Jackman will only wear the helmet for like 10 minutes?
I have heard that, and if that's true, I'm a little disappointed.
I am
But I can
disappointed, like,
understand
because
why.
we've been I get why, because he is subject to That's the reason why a lot of people were like upset, like, let's say, he had long sleeves, but then people start to realize, oh wait, he's subject to skin cancer. So like, you know what I mean? They want to protect him, but also we are getting him without sleeves. So yeah, I get it. Can't wait to see like what happens. Because like from the trailer, I think from the trailers they didn't show much. We've also got what seems to be a shot of Deadpool. Have you heard that people keep thinking? Do you know end at film where there's end at trailer where there's like a Doctor Strange portal?
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "What if Deadpool and Wolverine pop out into Endgame?"
That would be an interesting. I don't understand how that would work, but that would be an interesting, like, sort of mini retcon.
Yeah. It's gonna be a funny thing. I remember. It's weird to think that. When did we get it? It weren't long ago when we actually got the announcement for Deadpool and Wolverine.
I think it was
Really?
like 2022.
It doesn't feel that long ago when we got announced for that film. But now we're here. We're actually
We're
getting
in the
it.
month.
We're in the month of
We're
its
so
release.
close.
And
I
I
just
for
hope
one
it lives
can't
up to
wait.
the hype.
I'm hoping this is the film that I'm hoping that this is the film that shows Marvel that people are still interested.
Marvel, Jesus.
I'm hoping that people see. I'm hoping that this is the film where we see that that not Wolverine, but like Marvel can make R-rated films and people see it.
We want motherfucking Marvel, Jesus.
Still, I love that scene. I am Marvel Jesus.
I'm so excited for it.
I'm just hoping. I just hope that it doesn't like because now it's owned by Marvel. I'm hoping that the next movie isn't going to be like, years away. It's that like Marvel's like got a thing of like having movies come out and then we don't see that character have a movie for ages.
Yeah.
Ugh. Right. Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else.
Right. Everybody, hope you did enjoy today's episode. This was a bit of a, little weird one. But it is what it is. We hope everybody did enjoy today's episode of the podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on the YouTube side. Like us on whatever platform you're listening to the podcast on in audio format. If you're listening on YouTube, please, do all that stuff. And yeah, we hope everybody did enjoy today's episode. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
It's over, Anakin! Very right. The Green Arrow. Devil!
You don't want to do this.
Yeah, we do. The Bad Batch.
I'm Batman.
Cobra Kai.